Hello, good afternoon, traders. This is Baja Pips, and today is Friday, September 22nd, 2023. It is 2:59 p.m. Eastern China time, and I am currently about to trade the London Open. It's been a while since I had a live video. I've been just in the works of doing a lot more chart markups, and I just wasn't really in the mood to record live. That's personally my own choice, but today, I'm going to do some recording. I have a lot of refinements I've been working on. I've been making a lot of improvements in my trading, and I just want to start off. I want to refresh this page so we can see the economic calendar of today. I just want to see if there's any high impact news during my session. So y'all can see GMT +8 is my time zone. The 22nd, there's some inflation. Not a big deal for Japan. And there's interest rates that happened earlier today for Japan. Not a big deal for me. But during my session, in about an hour, there's some manufacturing PMI. So I'll be looking to trade around that. I'll probably not take any trades within 10 minutes before or after that announcement. And there's S&P. Man, there's some market moving news that's going to happen in the Euro and UK area, and that's going to happen within my session. So I'm just going to take note. Hour and an hour and a half. So I might be able to get some solid moves in today and just to wrap the week up. If you guys didn't see my previous trading session from yesterday, here it is. So here's my website, 1minutetraders.com. And then you click on the Forex stocks tab. I have my daily updates. I do update my charts every single day, even on days I don't trade. Like, for example, you see this note. I did not trade this day due to interest rates being released the following day, but I did go into my charts and simulated it as if I was really trading. I don't do any live trading on certain days, but I do still document it. If you just hover the mouse over the photo, you can see that everything has little notes. And yeah, I want to go to the most recent, which is right here, just so y'all can see. This was yesterday. You can see that it was published on TradingView. This is the official little note, that header they put 21st, which was yesterday, UTC 8, and I had a 1.8 hour day. You can go back to this and check out my chart and see, I document everything. I started doing this back in, I believe it was June, so it's been a few months I've been keeping this up. I also have my recorded videos, and yeah, that's about it. I want to get started on trading now, so let's get to the charts. So here we are on my trading view. I have the Euro US dollar pulled up. I just want to orientate my chart, so just bear with me for a minute just so I can get this to the right. Got to change the y-axis every time. Pretty much, I like to have the y-axis at the average daily range of the past 10 weeks. So it's been about 84 pips. Bear with me while I adjust this chart. And therefore, I'm not rushing into trades, and I'm not seeing like anything crazy. Keeping the right orientation, you can see average movement, and it could keep you out of like impulsive moves that may look good because it's zoomed all the way in, but in reality, nothing's really happening. So I did look at this prior to this session happening. We do have enough movement to trade, which is what I'm looking at right now. I could just see with my eyes. It's about 13 pips in the past hour. In the past 2 hours, we have about 13 pips. So for me personally, I like to see 15 pips. So I need to see more movement. Ideally, we should be able to. I did draw this little horizontal line right here, but I'm going to drag it up to where I expect price to kind of go for me to start trading. So I would like to see price either go higher towards daily highs, or at this point, we need to break below this range and go a little bit shorter towards daily lows. So we are in a tight range between daily highs and lows. You see, bring this over here. I have some imposters try to copy my social media pages and pretend to be me. So I do have my little copyrights that I put my links in a lot of my photos and videos due to these imposters, unfortunately. But hey, taught me a lot. Taught me how to. I got to protect my work. You know, I work really hard, and I'm very honest and transparent. Look at this was yesterday. My screenshots are there. Everything. See it to me. I can edit this. So yeah, just so letting y'all know, I do follow up with everything that I do say I do. Even the days before, as you can see, I don't delete anything. Like I leave everything just laid out there for y'all, so you can go day by day by day, break even days. Everything is still documented, so you can see that I really do actually. I do what I say, and I post, and here I can validate it. I don't really like deleting it, but yeah, here we go. So we have the average daily ATR. It's about 84 pips, and it's just been. I'm gonna read the price action, the early from pretty much the past couple hours. That's all I really need. Enough data. Just want to see if the trigger's been working, and if so, I'm gonna look to take potential trades this session. If they've been failing, it's been choppy. I'm gonna take note because depending on how the market's been moving throughout the day, that's how I'm gonna trade. So yeah, I'm just taking a look at it, seeing some shorts, impulse moves. It's been very kind of low movement, kind of grindy, like little areas. I don't really see too much, great things happening. It's looking a little choppy, looking like triggers have worked, but then got stopped out. So looks like a lot of whipsaws happening. That was pre-market. I need to see an expansion pretty much in order for me to trade this session. I see sellers kicked in right around here about an hour and a half ago. They did take it down, but then there was a trailing stop that would have been hit. And there's some buyers right here. Once again, they would have got knocked out, and sellers came. So I don't like the way this is looking today. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be the type of guy to really be trading this type of market. So I need to see the context expand before I look for some trades. Like I said, I need to see more participants coming in, and I need to see valid moves. I'm also going to do one more thing. I need to check and see if there's any speeches today. Just a moment. Here I am back at the economic calendar. If it's a speech day, I'm going to take smaller risk. There is a speech right there. It's 3 hours, so it does say low, but it is still a high impact. And I'm going to check one more economic calendar. I always check two because one of them might miss information. Here I have the Forex factory pulled up, and as you can see, 315. Oh, see, look at this. This is today. See, I didn't see this on the last calendar. You see what I mean? So in 7 minutes, we have some high impact news coming out of Euro. And there we go. I would have traded the news. And not only will I'm currently doing a little challenge right now, so I want to get funded accounts. And I just think it's a really great time in life to really just rack up on those. It's other people's capital. I mean, what better way to trade than why do I have to use all my capital when I could just pass challenges and get other investor capital? I think that's genius. So right now I am currently gonna sit aside for a few minutes, probably while we're getting some chop. There's some high impact Euro news. The first high impact of the day. And then after that, we have news at 3:30. So we have flash PMIs like literally this whole time, 3 o'clock all the way through up until 4:30. So I don't even know if I want to trade this. Like this is a bunch of chop. So maybe I might be able to get something after 3:15, but then I have to be out in the market again for the German flash PMI. And then between 3:30 to 4, maybe I have some moves. So I'm only going to trade for about an hour, hour and a half. And if I see something, I'll trade it. I'm not going to delay and postpone my trading just because of it's filled with news today. I just got to trade around it. So this is how I check my fundamentals. And I don't care about what the release is. I honestly don't care about the numbers. The numbers is not for me personally. I'm a day trader. I trade technicals. I stick to reading pure price action, and I avoid news. I react to the news. I react to what is happening based off of what my chart is telling me in real time. So just giving y'all that heads up. It might be a short day for me. It's a speech day. There's a lot of news events, and it's a little suspect. So there's an FOMC meeting. The speech yesterday was interest rates. There was FOMC. So this has just been a crazy week. Just giving y'all that little heads up. The day before we had interest rates as well. It's just been, like I said, it's been a wild week. And I sat out most of the week. And the one day I actually did actually trigger myself in, meaning I actively pressed the buy or sell button. That was yesterday. and it was also a very crazy day. So I just want to give y'all that heads up fundamentally. Like I said, I don't care about any of this. It's relevant to me. I never care. Y'all been seeing my results. I've been posting it all the time, every day, and most days I do win. It's not ego when you have a track record, when you have recordings and explanation of every single move and why I took a move or took a loss. I'm very transparent. So like I said, it's not about self-validation, but over time you become a seasoned trader, and everyone's different. But for me, if I never use the news, I'm never going to use the news. That's just how I am. Like, that's how I was taught. That's how I was trained. The news is only going to distract me and throw me off. And it's going to have a bias. Imagine if I think that GBP, because it's a red folder and it's a negative impact, oh, I'm going to short everything against GBP. I mean, no, the news follows the technicals. Always remember that. Technicals first. That's why you don't need to mix the news with the technicals. All right, now let's get back to the charts. Okay, so what I'm going to do, see, now we're getting a little bit more volume. Y'all see that? Maybe I'll get a move or two in between the news. I'll see. But I need to go to 15:15, which is 3:15 my time. Write that down. This happened in about 4 minutes, right? So right above here, I'm going to put in red. So this is the first news announcement. 15:15. Then I mark up French manufacturing PMI. That's it. Mark that off. 15:15, and then there's one at 15:30. Let me put this in a text wrap so it doesn't overlap. Okay, and then I'm going to do another one for 15:30. I might have to do a little bit higher. They are going to be like right on top of each other. German 15:30. German manufacturing PMI. Okay, so that's all I'm really doing. Just so y'all can see, I have everything documented on my charts. You can see I'm actually gonna put this in. Put a border around it, make it stand out a little bit more. And there we go. So I'm gonna avoid trading around this time. I can trade within a couple minutes after. As we can see, price is moving on up. I do believe it's gonna buy, and we're gonna get a nice bullish run up. But because we are a couple minutes away from the open of that session, I can't touch this. So just give me all that heads up. But I am gonna set up my actual MT5. I'm using Think Markets for the broker. I'm gonna set that up right now just to get prepared. Okay, so here I am at my broker. This is just one of my brokers I'm using. Like I said, I'm doing various different things, but y'all understand. Right now, I'm going to just adjust this, just like my trading view. I am starting to use MT5. I kind of like it better. It's a little bit more tools and stuff I can use. It's a little bit more user friendly. I was using MT4 for a while, but it is a dinosaur. It's pretty old school at this point. So I just popped in with the new school. So yeah, we have some daily resistance right above. We have daily support. It's kind of already marked off. I do want to just do this briefly, just a minute. I just like, ooh, you see that, right? In front of you. This is why I do not trade the news. You see? This is why I don't trade the news. I'm hoping y'all are watching this and taking note, because I didn't even have time. If I had a stop loss right here, slippage this would have been 1 hour right here. I'd be down by like 10 hour. I'd probably be down by like so much, because like here's what happens during news. Y'all see this, take note. Like I said, when the news is released, nobody knows what's gonna happen. Even if you have a stop loss to protect yourself, because it was moving up, as you can see, even if you have a stop loss to protect yourself, what is going to happen is that slippage. The brokers do not have enough time to trigger your order, so you're going to get hit You might have a stock nearby here, and it won't get filled until down here because it just drops so much. The brokers don't have enough time. And then we have a train reaction. So now we broke daily lows. This is mean. This is crazy. Now we're 1 minute past. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to that in just a moment. I just wanted to show you. I called it out in front of you. I said I'm not trading the news because the news is manipulated. That's literally some crap you see all the time. But I just want to see daily highs and lows. Just mark it off again over here. That's the main reason why I even started scrolling. Okay, so we have some daily highs right here. Actually, price was actually pretty close to daily highs. Mark that off. And daily lows, yeah, I think I have it at the right point. Exactly. So now I'm going to go back. Oh my goodness. Oh my, you couldn't even sell this. Like, who in their right mind? There was no setup for a sell. So that's what I mean by manipulation. It was clearly going up, and you don't even have time to find a bear setup. This market just dropped like over like 30 pips right now. Like 48 pips. Almost 50 pips. It just literally 50 pips. It just dropped. Like, let's see. Came their highs of the day, took out lows of the day, and we are down 50 pip drop. So between now and 3:30 on my time, which is 15:30, I have to continue waiting. I can't touch it yet. I have to wait because if I don't see a setup in the next 2 minutes, which does not look like I'm going to find one, I then have to wait until after the 15:30 announcements, which is going to happen in about 13 minutes. So there's no point of me even touching this if I can't trade within 5 to 10 minutes of the high impact. So that means that I'm going to continue commentating. We can talk. I mean, I can talk. Y'all can listen, and I can talk about other things that I do on the daily to help me avoid these type of things. And if I'm in a risk off environment, I'm gonna do. You can see these are small lot sizes because this is the current challenge account. Once again, I am taking different challenges because I'm trying to load up my managed funds. So let me go to the trading view. Yep, this is why I have this news. And then, like I said, we don't care, but look at this high impact. That's why I said, yeah, that's 15:30. And you see my daily FX calendar, it showed it as medium impact. I'll show y'all that right now. So y'all see the daily FX calendar right here. It shows it as medium. And I don't know why it does this, but this could throw me off because I only sit out high impact news, but the economic calendar says it's medium. It's not high. So that's my question. Why is it showing me that it's medium? High impact news, you stay out. Medium, that's why you have to be seasoned. You have to take your time and have a general understanding. And see, this is medium too, but on the Forex Factory said low. There's a Fed speech later, and I said that. Like, let's go back to Forex Factory. On Forex Factory, you see, where's the speech at? If it even shows the speech, Cook speech, it says that 8:50 p.m. And yeah, it says it's low impact. Like, I'm gonna hover this low. So you have to have your own little subjective knowledge when it comes to these things. That's part of trading. That's part of being a seasoned trader. And you got to start off small. You got to take it step by step. You may not get exactly there in one shot or 1 month, but it's gonna take time. Take your time. Let's get back to the charts. So I do see a sell entry, and I'm a little bit late to this. I'm a little upset because I was talking, but hey, we also are at daily lows. So for me, I wouldn't even like to take this sell. It would have been a good little sell. I'm not going to lie, but we are at daily lows, and I probably would have skipped this because this stop loss right here coming into here, yeah, I wouldn't have sold it anyways. Realistically, I'm looking at I would have sat this out. It's just too complicated. It would have been a 9 pip stop loss. I need at least an 18 pip target. And, I don't think it's going to hit that target. Maybe I'm wrong, but to me, I wouldn't be able to take this sell. Unfortunately, part of my rules, and rules are rules, is to not take this. To get a 2-to-1, like I said, I need 18 pips for my target. I don't have stops over 5 pips. So either way, I would not be able to be in this trade, unfortunately. I'm sorry, y'all. I hate to, not be able to be a part of something that looks so juicy, but you're gonna see in just a moment how this may not have even went. And I'm gonna actually mark that off on this chart so y'all can see in the notes. I'm gonna put where should I put this? Trying to figure out what to put right here. No trade, no TC, because that's what it would have been called. All right. Just a moment. So no TC. Price is at daily lows. Did not break yet. Also, stop loss would have been over 5 pips, meaning my target would have been at least 18 for a 2R. Bang. Okay. So I normally have these set, and you can see no TC. I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna draw the arrow. I love trading view. I can do this. So the TC for me, not this one, but it would have been right here. So I'm gonna put this right around here. Y'all can see every detail I do. I take my time. I'm very passionate about my work. I really like what I do. So here we go. I can always go back into my notes. So yeah, no TC. Prices at daily lows and did not break. Remember, I drew those daily lows, and you can see price is currently sitting at those daily lows. Let's go back. Let's go back real quick so y'all can see. Ooh, that's a little too far. Oh, whoa. Wait a minute. Daily lows was up here, so I don't know what this is. Never mind. Either way, it would have been a 9-pip stop loss, and I don't like that, So let me just. Either way, I had rules to keep me out, so it's not at daily lows, and it did break, so discard that. But it was over 5 pips, meaning my target was too far away, and that alone is a no bueno, no trade, no good, y'all. And yes, in about 5 minutes, 6 minutes, we're gonna have some more news. So after that, I might be able to find some setups, but right now I have to just wait. That's my rule. Follow your rules. Another one of these could happen, and I may not have time or space for my stop loss to get triggered where I need it. Therefore, I'm exposing myself to way too much risk. Imagine only risking 1% for your trade, and then all of a sudden, prices go so far against you in one trade that it takes off 10 times what you planned. Yo, that would ruin your psychology, and it will also damage your account beyond repair, especially if you have a max drawdown of 8% like I do. I have an 8% max drawdown for this current challenge. So if I'm taking a trade and I risk 1%, for example, and a news like this happens and I'm down 8%, I blew my challenge. I cannot call them or email them and be like, hey, listen, I didn't mean to take that trade. No, I effed up. So it is what it is. Right now, there's not even a move. I'm not in a rush to take a trade. I personally do not know why this is here. This might have been a line from the previous day, and I need to delete that. That is my own little problem. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to delete that because it should not be there. I'm sitting here, I'm like, the red lines were where the range was, and it broke out. It's clearly bearish. But we have an issue now, y'all. Price is struggling, okay, to go down. And because there's high impact news, I'm not going to trade this yet. And yes, there's a little bottoming formation happening, but it's on the edge, and I don't trust it yet. So me personally, this is not an art beat. So that's why I say you all cannot look at my chart and try to copy what I do, because there's a lot of tedious fine detail that changes every day that I know, but somebody else that does not learn from me may not know. So some of y'all might be like, oh, it's an RB right here. But me, there's no RB yet because price is barely breaching that high. So I'm not even gonna write that as a note because it's an obvious to me. Like, oh, it didn't really clean that high before the pullback. No RB. Even if it does go up, hey, I'm gonna look for a TC at that point. I just abbreviate these moves, these patterns, but they're just stuff I've been working on. I've been working on these patterns for a while now, for over a year. Um, Before that, I was trading different. I didn't trade the 1 minute. I just recently started trading the 1 minute like a couple years ago. But I was swing trading and I had different patterns. But yeah, if you go long there, more than likely the stop loss would have been at 1.06197, and more than likely it would be a hit. So I'm going to show y'all what the noodles would do, even if this was valid. Stop loss would have been right there, and let's just see how fast it takes for the news to hit it. Oh, that was quick. Let's go to the MT4 now. In the MT5, you can see clearly that did not even clear those swing highs. See that? The swing highs is right here. So it didn't even clear it. So now it could possibly clear it. But we are 2 minutes away from news. So this would be an RB pattern if this does clear these highs. But I am not taking it because we are 2 minutes away from the news. So either way, I'm not taking these type of trades. I'm going to sit that out. Also, I want to just mark off this high and low on this as well. I like TradingView. As you can see, the visuals are much more, hands-on, interactive, and clear. So I like to use it. But yeah, we're going to see what's up. Give it a minute and we'll see what the next crazy move is. And look, it would have pierced right through that stop loss. If you were impatient and you were trying to do something because, oh, hey, Baja does this type of move, I see it all the time. Yeah, your stop loss would have been hit. And that if you want to follow the same move, you have to use the same type of stop loss. So you can't, make up your own stuff and say, hey, I'm going to buy it here because this looks like Baja's RB. And I'm going to just not use a stop loss. I'm going to widen my stop because, hey, no, I have stop losses for a reason. That means that the pattern is invalidated and it's no longer going to work out. I have to look for something new, like literally. And right now we have a complex move. So this is not anything. I'm not even going to take a note because it's so obvious to me. This stop loss is way too wide for this to be a TC. This is what this next move is right here. It's like a DP, but this is more than 1.5 pips away. There's just too much nonsense happening. So see, my stop loss would have been 6 pips. Oh, god damn. Yo, news 1530. Wow, that is manipulation. Oh my god. Now we can trade. Oh shoot. See, it would have manipulated you right there. And then phew, but there was no move, so there was no way I would even be in this because my it's not part of any of my strategies. It wouldn't have been anything. Like this would have just been wait, but now I could look for some buys. So I'm gonna give it a couple minutes. Now I could look for some buys. So I'm gonna wait. I know it's choppy, so I don't really like this wick happening. It is a little wick action, but yes, we are looking at some potential. I'm gonna zoom this in so we can see a little bit more clearly now. We don't really need the left side anymore. And yeah, now we're gonna look for some trades. So hopefully y'all is able to learn a thing or two from that. Why I don't trade the news. Manipulation down. There was no move. Manipulation back to the upside. Yeah, look at this. Like you would have tried to buy it, wiped out, didn't have time for your stop loss. Even if you try to sell it, I don't know. Some people were selling it. I didn't know. I wasn't even interested in selling. Like y'all already heard me. I said nope. I were to look for a buy because my bias was already bullish. And I told you I wouldn't buy it at a certain point anyways. But hey, you can get lucky. Me personally, this wouldn't have worked out. It would have hit a stop loss and then See, I might have been able to get in for what I call it a DP, but I need to see this real quick. This is more than nope, no DP. It would have been a just no move, sit out. But yeah, now we're seeing bulls step in. I have a good 25 minutes or so for some potential moves. I have a little window of trading right now, so I'm gonna look within this window to see if I could find some entries. I'm not forcing it, so if there's nothing, I know it's been a choppy day. It's a very obvious choppy day. So especially after all that news. So me personally, I'm not interested in taking anything unless I am fully convinced that it's what it is. So let's just wait. I also have to just take a note right here, mark up the context before all this happened. Just a minute. Y'all see that though, right? So I'm going to put good movement. Good movement today. But choppy conditions each day. Aim for 1.5 to 2R targets. Only take convincing trades because of many chop and whipsaw. Bang. This is gonna be a permanent note. I just got it right here. I don't like this. We're not. This is still too big of a stop loss. This is more than 5 pips. I have the general rule. 6.2. That's ugly. So sitting on my hands. All I'm doing is sitting on my hands. Buyers continue to take it on up. Maybe, just maybe, I may consider looking for some longs. We do have some little highs right here. They are significant highs, so I need to see these taken out before I go long, unfortunately. So we'll see. It could also reverse. So forward to reverse, I'm going to mark off the significant lows I see right here. It's going to be right around 1.06351. So we're in a range right now, and it is a pretty wide range, so it's tradable. I'll see. I'm a architect. I'm a freaking engineer on the charts. I really do this 16 pip range. So I read price action in real time, and I measure everything, and it's a whole process. So I make it look simple, but that's why my notes are the way they are. And yeah, this is my own trading. Y'all can see it's not as simple as a lot of people make it look. There's a lot of not trading. There's a lot of waiting. There's a lot of rules. These are my rules. You may not have the same rules, but these are the rules that I've tested time and time again. Like I said, I day trade every single day. There's no day trading on the weekend, but yeah, Monday through Friday, I day trade. So I've been doing this for a while now. I've seen a lot. So just giving y'all that little heads up. I would love to see a short. So if we break 1.06351, support area that I just marked off, then I'm going to look for some sells. Personally, it's like a little bit conflicting because I see that there's another support right here, 1.06396, and it's about 4.7 pips away. So this is still going to be my hard support. And if price is going to make an RT, what I call it, it's going to make a reversal pattern back to the inside of this former range. I need to see those swing lows of 1.06351 taken out, just because they are significant. And in the meantime, I'm going to do what I've been doing this whole time, and that's waiting. I'm not taking any trades. I'm sitting on my hands, fully in cash. No margin capital is tied into the trades at the moment. I'm not gonna buy anything because I don't really see a reason. Still giving me big stop losses, like right here. It's too big of a stop loss. It's not a TC. 5 pips. Wouldn't even go for a TC on this neither. It's tricky. This looks like a possible TC, but once again, this would be 4 pips, but I said I need an 8 pip target, and it would be like way up here. So I'm gonna just mark this off. No TC. To me, this is a TC, but it's not one that I would take. Let's put it far left. No TC. Target or entry. Close to significant. Y'all will see in a minute. It has a high probability of failure, high failure rate. If I did take that, but yeah, entry's too close to significant, swing high. Target is far away from. Simple rule, keep me out of bad trades. OTC. I'm gonna I like keeping it to the left because how do I want to do? This would have been the trigger candle right here. Just like to do this because it's good for my notes. Always take notes. If you don't journal your trades, this is more advanced journaling, like for me to actually show the visuals and everything. Because I know my stuff, but there's a significant highs right here. So yeah, price is too close, significant, too high, swing highs, and the target was going to be too far away. The stop loss is right here. I'm going to mark this off right here so y'all can see. This would have been it. My stop loss would have been right below here. Entry. Okay, so it's gonna watch. So I would already be in danger of that long, as y'all can see in real time. And I would actually close out the trade right now at a 0.5 bar loss. Like I said, I can get out really fast, by the way. Like my stop loss would have already been hit. But I would have trailed it from 1 R to 0.5 R. I'd be out already. It's not gonna go. It's gonna go down. So for me, I would already be out this trade and take a 0.5 R loss because I've learned to configure my trades over time and become a better trader. But y'all can just see the original stop would still be a hit. Save myself 1 R. So as you can see in the video, not trading is just as important as trading. I try to say this over and over again. Like a lot of people, they want to post results of them actually trading and making winners, and it's the trend online. It's cool to always have a lot of profits. It's cool to make yourself look like a net winner and always be consistent and have a high win rate with a bunch of trades. It's cool. It's trendy. That's what everybody thinks. Me, opposite. Because not trading and telling yourself, hey, I'm not going to take that trade, you're actually going to be ahead of the world. If you ever stop and question yourself sometimes, why is there so many winners online? Where are the losers? It's okay to lose. Where are the people that are on a losing streak? Where are the people that are being transparent, that they are learning on their journey? You don't even see these type of traders. Like they're out there, but it's so many charlatans. You don't even see that anymore. I would like to take a short. The only problem is I do see slowing to the upside, but I need to see them lows taken out. Because for me, you see the line I just drew. I'd like to take a short, but I need to see more thrust. Like right now, you see the selling. I like to see more of this, and then maybe I'll take a sell. And at this point, I want to see sellers continue to push price down because right now it looks like a nice sell. I'm not gonna lie. This right here is very, 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 very. It's intriguing. I like what I'm seeing. 1.8 pips. You can take it on down, but it's not enough to hit these significant lows. So once again, I need at least 2.5 R stop loss. That's just my bare minimum with the spread include, and that means I need at least a 5 pip target to these lows. And it's a 4.4 pip target. So unfortunately, I will not be taking this unless we can. Yeah, we're just kind of tied up in a tight range. I don't like that. So once again, I'm gonna skip this. Looks like yeah, way bigger. Stop loss is gonna be much larger. I need like a 3 pip stop loss, 6 pip target. No, no RT. 5 to 6 pip. I think it could hit, but I'm gonna sit this out. So if the birds go back down below, y'all gonna see it in the same ORT. Because this high, it did decelerate, and I do like that. And then we had like a little fake out right here. Price is going down now, but to me, it's a little complex. It's a little complicated. I'm pushing it. I'm forcing a trade if I try to short it. I'm gonna sit out. I don't like this personally. I'm just gonna sit out. There's no need for me to be into this. Y'all can see it's actually expanding. The buyers are stepping back in. And me personally, I can't take this, even though I do know that to me, this is no longer a TC because the buyers decelerated coming into this high. And we have multiple conflicting factors, such as there's a swing low right here and a swing high. So, and then there's a swing low right here, and then there's a swing high. So it looks like we did come down a little deep. For one, it's a deep retracement. And then, yeah, like I said, there's a swing high right here. So this is the most recent wave up, and we shifted sentiment. So for me, I'm going to say no TC. Maybe we'll be able to go to the downside now. But right now, it's just complex. We have about 16 minutes until um, 16 o'clock. So we're going to see some more stuff. What was I going to say? Yeah. So no TC. No TC variation. That's what it was called. I have my normal TCs and I have my variations. Y'all gotta learn from me if you really want to learn how to do this. You can't just look at my charts because I promise you, you're not going to get it. No TC variation. Sentiments shifted back to bearish. Back to bearish. Simple. No TC. Sentiment has shifted back to bears. Y'all gonna see in just a minute how I get this marked up. Where would the TC be? Right here. Also, I want to just measure this just so we can see. And yeah, this is no RT neither. I'm going to explain that in just a minute. But this is 6 pips. Stop loss would have been 4. So I also want to take note. A lot of rules. A lot of rules. And right as I spoke, there's no RT. So we are chopping again. No RT. Choppy range. The RT would have hit the stop loss too. Choppy range, and once again stop loss wide 641. Stop loss would have been at like 645, 4 pips. We need to get at least 8 pips. So we gotta go for like maybe 30, 33 would have been outside of that choppy range and stop loss. And we're about 13 minutes away from this news. See, no RT, no TC. It could be boring, y'all. I'm telling you, it's not all fun and games. This is really how trading is. Some days I'm just sitting here waiting. Now we're in a choppy range. So at this point, I need to see price break out of this entire mess that it's in. So it's in a 16 pip chop. What I would like to see is price to actually break out of this. I'm getting into my first hour of trading. And yeah, this is a 16 pip mess. So I don't want to take anything within this. I'm actually going to highlight this with a box. I love trading for you. I can do this all day. Highlight this with a little rectangle, and I'm going to mark just a moment. A lot of detail, a lot of fine detail. Notes and trash. Choppy range with avoid trading and wait for a breakout. Deep trash choppy range. Avoid trading. Wait for breakout. I can get a break higher or break lower within the next couple of minutes. At this point, we're 10 minutes until the news. I'm going to just get to the calendar and mark that up as well. Forex Factory says it's medium impact. Let's check what the other news outlet says. Okay, so let's see what this says. Scroll down. Is this high impact? No, it's medium, but I don't trust it. Y'all see what happened last time. I'm going to just wait. After that, I'll be able to trade for like half an hour. There is some UK news as well, but I don't think it's going to really be too effective, so I might be able to trade. I'm only going to trade for the next 30 minutes anyway, so if I still get nothing but chop, I'm going to be done for the day. I'm going to check one more calendar, though. Just a minute. Right, so economic calendar on investing. 7 minutes. This is also showing medium. See? But this showed medium. So Forex Factory actually showed it was high. And because it was high impact on Forex Factory, I skipped it and I avoided horrible, horrible thing. That's in my emails. Not that it's personal. Y'all already know my emails. There they go. That's the real me. Nothing. Okay. That's all I need to check. I just wanted to see if there's any high impacts, but the Eurozone composite PMI for September. See, there was a recent release on the 5th. Now there's one at the end of the month. I don't care about the numbers. It's been negative for a few months. So, I don't care about the news. Really don't. That's just gonna throw you off. Like everything that I just did in front of y'all, as you can see, I didn't need the news. Started recording like a little part 2 of the video. It started messing up. Hey, look at this. This looks like a nothing. Continuous chop. Just gonna mark this off. Continue chop. And look at the bars are getting smaller. That means the velocity is getting weaker. The velocity, take note. That means that the speed of the buying is getting smaller and smaller as time goes on. Velocity is a measurement in time. Magnitude is a measurement in, how would I put it, distance. So you have time weighted distance. That's another way you can measure price, but it takes a long time. It takes a lot of practice to actually see time and distance on the charts. That's another way I can read my price action. I don't got no secrets. Like I can be as transparent as I am in this video, and most of the world still won't even listen or pay attention. So it really doesn't matter. Yeah, but I do have time and distance included in my trading. As y'all can see, there's an ugly looking pullback. Right, it's ironic right before the news too. Like I said, medium impacts. I sit those out too. I don't like those. It's high or medium. I kind of just wait. We're gonna see if we do start to get some thrust in the next 10 minutes because there's news in 5. And I should mark that up as well just to get myself prepped up. Clock. Just flash. Yeah, simple. Just keeping it out there. Flash services PMI. Oops. 8 o'clock. 4 p.m. over here. I don't really like the borders. It's my own little preference. Just keep the borders off. So I can keep the news a little bit different distinction between the news and my notes. These aren't notes. This is actually news happening. Be reflected. Again, the news don't matter. See, I can navigate the entire markets, high impact or not. Price is king. Price action still trumps all. It's not looking like a tradable session today, y'all. So we were able to see I was able to avoid a lot of bad trades. So in a sense, if you were to take anything away from my video today, you learn that sitting out of bad moves and bad opportunities is actually profitable, and it is a form of trading because you know you're not making money technically, but you are actually saving money because these are your own actions. And a lot of traders, like I said, online, the ego traders, most of the world, they want to be engaged. They want to be in a trade. They want to take that trade and hope that it works in their favor. And if it doesn't, they don't have a plan of getting out and they don't want to accept that it's a loss. Therefore, they're never going to grow from their current state. And that's one reason why many people are always looking for a new strategy, looking for the new holy grail, and always, it's Einstein's definition of insanity, always insane. They don't know when to stop searching. They just keep searching, and blaming everybody else but themselves. And all you have to do is just take accountability, tell yourself, I don't know what's happening here because this is not part of my strategy, it's not part of my plan. I should not take this trade here. And that's where it starts. And over time, you can develop different level of conscious thinking. But yeah, so we are about a minute We'll wait 2 minutes from the release, and I'll give it like another half hour. I still don't get no movement. I'm just gonna call it a day. Still a profitable week for me, believe it or not. Like literally, I think it was like Tuesday, Wednesday I did not trade. Thursday I think I took one trade this week. Nah, I think I might have traded on Monday. Let me check real quick. Did I trade? See, this is why it's good to have a little archives. I mean, I know I did. I was in markets, but did I actively trade on Friday? That was Friday. Monday, see, 0R. Tuesday, no trading. Wednesday, I did not trade, but I did simulate. So yeah, Thursday was my only actual like day I took a live trade. Crazy, right? This is how the week's been, and unfortunately, it's just a part of the ebb and flow of the market. It's gonna be like that sometimes. Yep. So okay, now you know what? There might be a nice sell coming. There might be a nice sell incoming. There's some significant swing lows. I'm gonna just mark these off. You develop a conscience for this over time. It's not gonna jump out in front of you right away. It's 4.3, so still would wait for these lows right here. Out, and these are two, yeah. So I still wouldn't trade this range, unfortunately. Garbage. But here we are, 4 o'clock on the dot. Let's see if we break out. I would love to see a breakout because then I might be able to trade. And then we have a gap, which is tricky too, but I'm more willing to buy it if it breaks above and the target's within that gap. It's a mess, y'all. It's a mess. Messy day. Save myself a few R. Okay, the 4 o'clock news wasn't too bad. Only went up a few pips. Not as bad as the 3:30 and the 3:15. Those were the really crazy ones. But we're still in no man's land. We're in chop. This is what I call no man's land, by the way. Sometimes you'll see me label on my chart no man's land, and I have like an area. This is exactly what I mean. It's just nothing, I don't want to trade in that. Not at all. You're still with me. I appreciate you. I'm sure you learned a lot from just looking at me read the 1 minute chart. I said price action is a skill. I mean, it's price action is actually a thing. Price action trading is a skill, and reading price action is it's a ability. So you have the actual thing, price action. You have price action reading, which is the ability, and you have price action trading, which is you actually being able to develop strategies and action, profit, and preserve the capital in conditions. What got me here to this point is I've always been a technical guy, even when I first started trading. I literally, day one, I liked reading charts. I was really good at drawing charts as a kid. Um, I was in like high school, middle school. Like I was always like drawing bar graphs, and for my project, I had like really nice looking charts. And my teachers were always like, "Hey, you are really great at making charts." And I had like a business class, and it was like a distributed education communications in America. I think that's what it was called. And my teacher at the time, he said that, "Hey, you can really, do good with business because you're really great at making charts." And I didn't know at the time he traded, but he definitely had some portfolio. I don't know if he was profitable or not, but long story short, it did motivate me. because I was like, I went on Google after that, and I was like, what jobs require charts? Where can you make money um, creating charts? And there's like analysts, accountants, and stuff, and it was all boring. And I saw trading. Like, let me look into this. How my journey started, y'all. Eventually, I was like, everyone was in the crossroad of choosing their own career. At the time, we were getting ready to graduate, and I said, hey, I always want to be an investor since I was like in my teenage years, but um, I didn't know what type of investor. I wanted to be like what was it called? I was capital investor. I think. But yeah, then I learned about trading and the markets and took a couple classes. And long story short, I bought my first stock was Facebook. I turned 18. Bought my first stock and lost money. I made money for a week. And I walked around really hyped. I think I made like $130 or something. I was a stock trader, and I lost it. I lost all of it, and I lost like the whole 5K account. I still have the portfolio. I tried to buy penny stocks after that, learned from Timothy Sykes, and went downhill from there because that's when my course Holy Grail searching started. And yeah, I still have the portfolio. I still have the trade like history. You can see the time. It was like time I lost the account was 2013, but I was trading before that. So I've been trading for over a decade. People don't believe that, but it's a process. It's a process. It doesn't take a decade to learn what I'm doing. It's just we all have our own individual journey, and to even get to this point, it's still going to take some time, but it's not going to take 13 years or 10 years or whatever. It won't be like that. I believe that if you are a committed student, you're dedicated, you have the knowledge base and the teachability index, you can learn this in under a year if you're really willing to put in the hours. And know, you can only need like half a year of training with me, for example, and the other half of the year you're just doing it by yourself and fixing your personal trading, and you can see life changing results for the rest of your life. Like this is a skill you can take with you for the remainder of your life. Like I'm sitting here and I'm in my shorts and a shirt and my beanie, and I'm not I'm in my own office in my home, and I don't have to get up and go anywhere. I didn't go outside today. I'm trading from the comfort of my home, and in about 15 minutes, if y'all can see, it's really, really a tight market right now. I don't see anything. I'm logging off and calling it a day. And I had a profitable week. One trade yesterday. It was good. That's it. I could have made more money too. I'm a little upset because I logged out a little bit too soon, and then all of a sudden there was like 2 to 3 really good moves that I could have made at least 2R from. So I had a potential of making like 6R yesterday, but I went home with 1.8. So hey, hopefully one day y'all can have this type of conversation. Like it's not even like, oh damn, I lost so much money. No, it's like it's the flip side. It's like, oh man, I missed out on that trade. I could have made more. Your vocabulary changes and your conversations you have changes. This is obvious to me. It's not even hard. Like it's a tough environment. And I choose not to trade in this because I've been in these environments. All the stuff I said I'm not taking these trades. I was once there, where everything that says no, 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 no. I was the guy that went through this. Like the markets, it does the same thing all the time. It might present you with a different context at a different day, and it's never the same price, but it's the same price action, and it happens every day. So everything, like I said, everything I said no, I actually saved myself. And we are an hour 8 minutes in. I'm gonna end this session any moment now. I just would like to see if I even get anything, anything. Like, is it really there or is it really gonna be trash? That's what I'm looking for. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. as I spoke, there was a nice little sell, but it was another rule. We're in a range within a range, so it was like a sell right here, pull back. Yeah, I could have gotten on this, and I could have been on this sell right now. That would have probably been the only like solid move. I was talking for one, but also for two. It's a little hesitant taking that trade. This has been choppy. On a normal day, I wouldn't mind taking that. But this range is too complex. But I would have been in a sell right here. I'm gonna make this put a note saying didn't take this sell. Is too complex. I wouldn't mind taking this on less choppy. Okay, so y'all can see didn't like it, unfortunately. I know it could possibly go down, but I don't like it. My choice, y'all. It's my choice. There's now, what would I say? It's just too ugly, y'all. It's just too ugly. I don't like it. Like I said, I'm not trading anything in this pink range, for this red range. It's a personal choice. Sell was actually right around here. It would have hit target too, but yeah, hopefully maybe we start seeing more stuff like this, and I can trade it. But would have hit a target. It just whipsawed me out, and I would not really like it because the whipsaw with a red flag. It would have been a 3.8 pip. It would have been a pretty big stop. It would have been like a 4 pip stop. So I need an 8 pip target. My target will be down here. Also need to take a note. Range is too complex. Been a choppy past hour. I would need a 4. I would need at least a 4. Therefore, an 8 pip target. So there we go. Didn't like this trade because range is too complex. Been choppy for the past hour. I would need at least a 4 pip stop loss there for an 8 pip target. And as y'all can see right now, price is already starting to like hesitate. So I would only be up 1R, fortunately. And I'm gonna show y'all exactly where that short would have been. See how this kind of spiked down. There was like a little pullback. That was a little bit deep. I need a complex entry, therefore my entry would not be until right here. I have rules, which is why I'm so fluent with speaking like this. But look at there's a measurement tool, 4.3 pips, and I need a little bit more space for the spread. So I'm looking at probably like a 5 pip stop loss realistically, and therefore I need a 10 pip target. And right now, price is only at up 1R, and my trailing stop would be right there. So 10 pip target would be at the lower end of this range, and I would right now my trailing stop would actually be hit. So trailing stop would have been like right here. See, as I speak. What is it? Okay, y'all. So pretty much, I'm gonna wrap up my day. I'm getting nothing, but hopefully y'all learned a few things. Like I preach, I do what I preach. Go trailer stop would have been hits. Bada boom, bada bang. Nothing, y'all. And about 15 minutes, I'm pretty much done for the day. So hopefully y'all got some notes. It's no trading day for me. And assuming that there's some moves that is going to happen, I might stick around for just a little bit longer and might pop the record button open if I see anything. But more than likely, this is my day. Uh, the wave sizes are too small for me to go for ATCs. For me to get a RB, I need to see some. It's just too choppy, too grindy, too gritty. This range has officially expanded now. Y'all can see no man's land. It even filled up this whole box. Garbage, garbage. Happens, it happens. There's days like this where you expect, you think that you can do something, and then the reality is totally different from your expectations. Um, yeah, that's all I really wanted to record. I've been here for about an hour and 15 minutes of sitting through this, preventing myself from taking bad trades. As y'all can see, I have plenty of notes marked up on my chart. Hopefully, next week we can have some good movement. I had a net profit a week. Check back on my page, 1minutetraders.com. I'm going to leave the link in the description below. But yeah, this has just been a tough day, and I managed to navigate it in front of y'all. And everything that I said that I was not going to take, as you can see, I saved myself money. I would have took L's, and instead I refrained from those impulsive behaviors, and therefore I'm benefiting from that. But we could get a nice break in the next few minutes, and we could see some buyers step in, which is why I'm kind of like hesitant in calling it a day just yet. I would like to see just maybe like a few more minutes. This is what happened yesterday too. Towards the end of my session, I started seeing more participants come in. So we'll see. And yeah, I'll decide if I want to trade this or if I'm going to sit out. We'll just see. All dodgy. I know there's a possible RB right now, but this is stupid. Because we have an acceleration, the velocity increase for sellers right at the swing lows. And that's just a conflict for me. So I don't want to take that trade either. This is it, y'all. Daily P&L. Here. Green, because actually I took a dub today by not using anything. Daily P&L. Euro R. Lots of chop. Lots of news in between. Lots of whipsaws. Tough day. And horrible condition. I know this could possibly be like an RB right here, but what are the odds? I like it because it could be a possible bottom. Ah, shit. 4 pip stop loss again. Need an 8 pip target. Oh man, this is funny. Like actually, like this is how I like trading. Like I'm laughing at potential things that I'm just not taking because it's stupid. It's a dumb choice. Dumb idea. Don't take it. Daily P&L, y'all can see. Here's your R. Um, tough day. Highlight rectangle right here. All of the day, y'all. I'm getting chop after chop after chop. There's no expansion. Price been moving. I think it's been less than 10 pips in the past hour, by the way. I'm gonna check it out too, because that's another rule. I don't trade if it's less than 10 pips in the past hour. I'm gonna say you have to learn from me if you want to learn my strategies. You can't just look at it screenshot. It's absolutely impossible. See the clock. Move all this up. Get my finish for the day. Because I expanded the chart, it looks a little congested, so just bear with me. Everything is documented, and yeah, just another day. Nothing too crazy, just because I changed my chart orientation. So I can, shit, get the screenshot going. Wonderful day, y'all. Like, yeah, I saved myself. I preserved capital. It might seem like a lot, but it's notes. So if y'all like taking notes, there you go. Make sure it's visually clear for y'all. Yeah, it's a little ugly. Yeah, I should be able to see this if you zoom in. You have one more note, just a minute. Usually put at the bottom of my chart, just my overall. In real time, how I make these charts a real thing. Overall, no trading for me today. Tough and choppy. That's about it. So y'all have a great day, and I'll follow up with y'all next week. Peace.